Welcome back, everybody. And this is the culprit right here, Daily Race C. And trust me, it is not as easy as the track looks. So we're on 15 laps, Group 3 cars, racing hard tyres. A minimum pit stop is 1. And all of the rest of the information right there. There you go. And there is a couple of cars to choose from this, but it seems the Subaru BRZ GT300 Group 3 car is the best one to do it in. I have seen the Mercedes and BMW as well, which seems like a choice, but the Subaru seems to be the best at the moment. Let's get into this. So before we get into this, guys, as usual, up on the top right there, you've got the rear view of what's going on, so you can see that. And let's get into this race. As you can see, we're starting in 4th, and let's go. So we take first now because of other people's mistakes there, as you've seen. And they're right on my tail. But we are on racing hard tyres, so we're just getting warmed up. Everything's getting warmed up right now. And you'll see right here around the trickiest part of the track here, 2 more people make a mistake and come off the track into the desert. So that'll be hard for them to get back into the race now. And it's just on us to keep the pace up and make sure that we start to pull away from this pack behind. Given that we're going to pit around the 7th lap, we'll just keep the energy up. As you can see, us 2 breaking away now. And we carry on into the race. So we're just starting the 5th lap now, and as you can see from behind, it's just 2-horse race at this point in time. But stay tuned because we have to pit. It's a mandatory pit, and you just change again for hard tyres. So let's see how this one plays out. So as you've seen, we've decided to pit on a 7th, but Sticks, who was right behind, who was our competition, as you'll see in a second, has chose to pit in on the 8th. So let's see if we was able to keep our pace up so it doesn't come out of the pits in front of us, and hopefully we're able to maintain our position. So here we go. And as you see on the left there, he's just exiting right now. And we'll take back second. We do have Tyrannosaurus in front, who's not pitted yet either, who will probably pit this lap, but let's see. So as expected, as you'll see in a second, Tyrannosaurus does pit, and we was basically on his tail anyway, so we're going to take back first position now, going into the 10th lap. And what we'll do here is we're going to fast forward you on a little bit further into the race. So it's just the start of the 13th now, and let's see what happens. And clearly now, guys, this has obviously become a 2-horse race with me and the Irishman, Sticks, behind, and we're about 2 seconds ahead. All pit stops done. So again, it's just a mandatory pit stop, racing hards to racing hards. But it's again what lap you pit in on, and if you can keep up the pace. And we're well ahead, us two ahead of the pack behind, third, fourth. As you can see, there's probably a 5-second gap between second and third. But we're nicely in front now, and hopefully we can bring this race home and get the win. But again, a little bit of strategy, but not much. So as you can see, as mentioned before, it's a ABS split lobby here. So all good drivers, all good racers. Well done to everybody, and well done to that guy there as well. Well done, Bob. And as usual, we always tell everybody in the race, well done for the clean driving. We also give Sticks a shout out as well for keeping on our tail. And make sure, guys, that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and we'll see you in the next one.